She can even pole dance. She can do everything. And today we did Ken and Barbie dances. That's why I'm dressed up like Mr. Ken. It's a good time. And so what are we going to talk about today? This should be interesting. Coach Greg, and I'm here with Is Aurora, and she's actually go by the name of Aurora, kind of like Aurora Borealis, and she does all kinds of fitness stuff. She's into helping spread the world to be super fit. She can even pole dance. She can do everything. And today we did Ken and Barbie dances. That's why I'm dressed up like Mr. Ken. It's a good time. And so what are we going to talk about today? This should be interesting.
So, since this is it's a rare opportunity to do an interview with Coach Greg, I'm very appreciated. I fly from LA to here. I'm going to ask a couple more fitness-related questions. Is that okay?
I love it. Let's do this.
It's really humble and practical advice for the general public who need to work like 10 hours a day and 7 days a week. Yeah, they barely, they're overworked. And most of them are lack of sleep, right? People are overworked. So for those people, like in my perspective, I want them to be well, right? You can't just have an ideal body but not being well. So I really want to ask Coach Greg, what's the difference between fitness and wellness? Or we can say between fitness and overall well-being in terms of their overall focus and goals.
Well, first of all, fitness is a part of wellness, but wellness is all-encompassing. Wellness is beyond just being fit. Like I can go to the gym and I can be fit, but I can have suicidal thoughts. I could hate my life, not be happy, have no friends, not have a relationship with God or whatever you believe in. And so wellness is everything, and fitness is a part of that. Now, you might have everything else. You have a great job, family, and all that stuff, but you don't exercise, you don't work out, you don't get enough sleep. And so you're not fit. You need to have everything in balance and harmony.
Yeah, just like you said, mentally fit, physically fit, we need both, right? We need both.
Absolutely. You must. It's a must.
But, however, Coach Greg, in my country, in my situation, in our country's situation, we got like 1.4 billion people over there.
So many.
Yeah, in Canada, how many, what's the population?
I think there's 37 million. So you have like 30, 40 times more than us.
Yes.
And more people in a city than maybe my whole country.
Yes, like in Beijing, one city, we got more than 30 million people over there. So in my country, the competition is quite heavy. It's great. Like maybe 20 or 30,000 people fighting for one job, or they're competing and they're fighting their ass off to get into the, popular university. And most of them, they are overworked. Like they have to, it's no choice. You have no choice. You have to work your ass off, and they're fatigued. And some of them, they sit there for too long and sit there for a whole day, and their body function are weakened due to poor posture like this.
Absolutely.
Like this.
They're not doing anything. They're just having and being forced to work to fight for those jobs, and they have no choice. They don't know what to do.
Like they literally got no choice, but they do want to improve themselves, right? And do you have any, practical advice for them they can easily incorporate into their daily life for them to improve their overall well-being?
I think the basic advice, or the most needed, is that everyone needs to do 150 minutes of cardio a week. And if you don't want to time yourself or anything, 8,000 steps a day, that's a minimum. And if you can get to 12,000, that's shown maximum longevity, like how long you'll be here on this earth. You can live a longer life by taking steps. So somebody could just get a cheap little pedometer and just count the steps that they've done in a day. If you buy one of those things, it tracks how many steps you've done all day. So say you're at work and you're busy. Well, maybe you need a break. You're a bit stressed out. You go for a walk to the bathroom, go outside and come back in, go up the flight of stairs. All those little steps, they add up in a day. The more of those steps you do, the more calories you're going to burn, the more weight you're going to lose, the healthier you're going to be, and the longer you're going to live. It helps both like your physical, mental, and your heart. Heart health, very important.
Right. A lot of people, they overlook that, right? So do you think maybe people, they work for 3 hours, they go for a walk for 10 minutes, but some people would say the intermittent, I think that called intermittent workout.
Sure, like intermittent exercise, like spreading it out throughout the day. Like when I say 150 minutes a week, it doesn't have to be done all at once. Say you wanted to do 30 minutes today, and you're working a 10-hour shift. You shouldn't just think, I have to work for 10 hours straight and do 30 minutes at the end. Take a 10-minute break 3 times throughout the day and spread it out, and it's just as good. Adds up no matter how you want. You can do it in the morning, the afternoon, and at night, or all in the morning, all at night. As long as you get those minutes in, they all count. Hence the pedometer. You can walk more in the morning, afternoon, night. And just when you said 3 hours and take a 10-minute break, I think most people need a break more quickly than that. 3 hours of concentrated efforts, very, very difficult.
Yes.
I would struggle to do that. If you are doing that, I would suggest doing it in the morning. Later in the day, they're not as cognitively aware. It's harder to focus. So if you have like really hard work to do it in the morning. And then as you get tired throughout the day, then you can kind of take a break later on. It makes more sense to do that.
Yeah, and especially when you do a hard or intense workout, it's really hard to persist on, right? For them, like especially for people who are not starting yet or they're beginners, the hard or intense workout will make them think, oh, it's an extra burden to me, right? After a long day of workout and I'm stressful, I'm already stressful. And a lot of people, they have anxiety, even light depression, and their lack of sleep. And at that situation, if I ask you to do a long duration intense workout, they would think, oh, that's an extra burden. Like you said, exercise shouldn't be a punishment, right?
Exactly. Exercise is a reward. And so it shouldn't take away from your life. It should add to it. And so you shouldn't be dreading something. And if you are, you need to do something different. A lot of people overemphasize how hard you had to go. You just need to do things. You don't have to run. Walking is great. If you're an average person and you're thinking, I can't do this, I'm going to be sore tomorrow, you shouldn't be sore. If you're sore, you went too hard. So just do things that are fun, you enjoy, maybe go for a dance. And if you went and you're like, wow, oh my God, I'm so tired now, go easier the next time. It's okay. Just get out there and move. Be physical.
It's okay to be relaxed. It's okay to take a break, right?
Yeah, like even yoga. It's way harder than you think. Just give something a try. See what you think. And if you're not the person that likes running, you don't need to run. I don't run. You don't need to run. Find something else that's fun for you.
Yes, because I was kind of shocked that what kind of person that Coach Greg actually is, because I came across his video a lot. I saw his video like just pop up on my page, and I never clicked on him before because I thought he was just, the stereotype, big pro, and they would actually make fun of the people who just started, and they would not tell you like you can start from zero. You can start small, because start small doesn't mean you will stay small, right?
You start easy, and what you do is you progressive overload, which means to go harder than last time over time. Very slow in a gradual race. The first day, you just go for a slow and easy walk, and you have fun. And the next day, you're like, wow, that was okay. Let's do it again. And then maybe you started with 10 minutes, and the next day you did 11 minutes. And maybe 3 months from now, you're doing 20 minutes.
Yes.
A year from now, it's a half an hour. And before you know it, you're the fit person that all your friends are talking about. Maybe you're envying them. Oh, I wish I could be and fit like them. Year or two later, you could be that person.
Yeah, like that's like I was so impressed because one day, because I saw Coach Greg collaborate with one of my friends, and I actually came across that video, and I just clicked on his page and actually see him saying his story. Like Coach Greg actually said, I used to ride a bike for 15 minutes and I was tired. That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
and
4 years ago.
Yeah, and then now I can race for an hour, right?
And not hard. I can do it every day.
Yeah, like
it's unbelievable the difference it makes.
Yes, people like Coach Greg, they normally wouldn't say that. They would like train like a monster.
I think that's important for people to not always make excuses. Like, I'm not saying don't make excuses. Like, don't make excuses. Like, don't say, I don't have time, I just can't. But go and try it. Don't say, I can't. You don't have to run, but you don't have to go to the gym, but you have to do something. Everyone should do something. It doesn't have to be super intense or hard, but you need to go out and try. And if you just say, no, I'm 40 now, I'm 50, or I'm 100 pounds overweight, I can't do it. Yes, you can. You can go and try. Everyone can try.